Hello, this is Daniel Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide. 4.1.1 is now in open PTU, and they have display halls open for testing. So here's what we can now confirm about Invictus Launch Week. First of all, we can take it as certain that ILW will be from May 15th to 27th. I suspect that 4.1.1 will remain in the PTU until just before then, and we'll begin to see some of the new ships that aren't going to be surprises starting to be tested there. For example, the Starlancer TAC, which we've already been given a complete breakdown about during Defensecon of last year. So this means 13 days of show and sale. If everything follows the pattern of our prior years, it will mean a rotation of vendors every 2 days, and then 2 days of what is called Drake Defensecon in a separate event, and then 2 or 3 days of finale when all of the ships and deals will be returning to be available. One change that will be happening is that the Idris tour, which in prior years sailed around Stanton, will this year remain stationary, docked at the topmost floor of ArcCorp Tower, for which there will be a special dock level. Here you will see testers confirming that the Idris is indeed invulnerable and that their ships are not. The rest of the show will be at the Bevic Convention Center, which will be the third stop of the hover bus. As you enter the transit station at Area 18, go right to the bus that will take you first to the spaceport and then Bevic, and left for the bus that will take you to first Bevic and then to Riker Spaceport. If prior year's patterns hold, the Drake Defensecon will not be at Bevic but at Riker Spaceport. Just continue down the concourse past the elevators to the hangars and the elevators that will take you to the Drake Show hangar. We expect that there will be a free fly during the event, and there are new missions in 4.1.1 that are oriented towards the new combat pilot, which will also serve as an easy set of exercises that, if you're wondering what to do, a quick test on that ship you've just taken, the free one-day rental on. There is a 3-mission sequence at 20, 30, and 40,000 AUEC each that is presented as if it was a recruiting evaluation. I found it cute that it ended with Gilly saying,
"Hopefully now that you got a taste for it, you'll be looking to keep upping your skills. Hell, I can see you becoming a full Navy pilot in a year or so."
A full Navy pilot in about a year or so. Could that be a little tease for when we're to expect Squadron 42? Now, before getting into what we expect from the sale itself, I want to emphasize that it is perfectly acceptable to just approach this as a tire kicker. Check out all the ships that you aren't going to be buying because you aren't going to be buying them. Not until you can buy them in the game, and maybe not even then because it just doesn't fit your game goals. Remember, you can only fly one ship at a time, and every ship is also available with in-game currency and rental. So with that, the show starts with what is generally called an LTI token. This is an inexpensive ship being sold for the very first time, and since it is being sold for the very first time, it will carry lifetime insurance. So fleet builders will buy them and then upgrade them to get LTI on the ship that they actually want. Every other ship available at the ILW sale will carry 10-year insurance, which is also good, but everybody cherishes that LTI shininess. This year, I expect the LTI token to be the military version of the Atlas and Atlas Geo. Because, come on, could you imagine someone working on these mechs week after week and never once saying, "Hey, let's make one with guns"? Because of course they would. And of course they did. And of course they're going to sell it. And honestly, I think it is going to be extraordinarily popular because, hey, it's a big, stompy mech with guns. We've also seen lots of data mine leaked about the Asgard, which, since Asgard is the home of the gods in Norse mythology, it would make sense for the Asgard to be a dropship optimized for use by these new mechs. And since we already have a large dropship in the form of the Starlancer TAC, I am predicting that the Asgard will be a medium-sized craft, Valkyrie size or smaller, ideally one small enough to fit in the hangar bay of a Polaris and be able to drop up to 8 mechs. We are also rumored to be seeing a missile boat version of the Guardian, because once again, do you really think the team would have worked then this week after week and never once anybody said, "Hey, let's make one with missiles"? Of course they would, and of course they did, and of course they're going to sell it to us. Another candidate, though, for the LTI token will be the teased Command Rover, although I have no idea what it actually does, and thus I have no idea how valuable it will be. Anyhow, my plan is to do Ship of the Day coverage during the show, although in the latter days of the show there may not be much new to talk about. Anyway, on to the giveaways, and this is the last day for members to enter the ship contest, so you'd better hurry up if you want to have a chance at it. And yes, I'll be announcing another skill contest sometime after that. Then we have the annual IAE Week giveaway for the shiny stainless steel serious shipping ship, the Star Lancer Max, and the Grow the Channel ship giveaway for the winner's choice of the marvelous multi-role mining meta, the Arasta, or the brand new big box bargain bazaar, the Merchantman. One entry per video. Members, you're entered automatically. Everyone else, just subscribe and comment with the secret word. And the secret word for this video is the day of the week ILW will start on. Fly safe, keep it real, and I'll see you in the verse. This is Daniel Raymond with Ray's Guide.